Danny, you're not doing anything.
That's the point. It does it for you. That's literally the point of the ad.
Alright. Hey everyone. Sphere here. And this is gonna be one of the most impromptu things I'm probably ever gonna do in this channel. Currently it's the morning time. I just woke up not too long ago, and I just kinda wanted to I had this idea in my head of maybe, I don't know, showing the things that went into my most latest video, because I'm very proud of it. I really like the way it came out, and I like the response that I've gotten from you guys for it. So I wanna just do this video, just going through like the various little edits that I went through, and I don't know, maybe you guys will find it interesting, maybe not. I don't know. You guys let me know down below in the comments or whatever. But all right, let's get started, right? First thing, maybe, I don't even know, if you've been following the channel for a while, you've known that I've always had like that really simple intro where it's like the little cube or whatever, or not the cube, sorry, it's like the square that loads up and it's like Fear Flames and like the little jingle plays. Well, now I have a new one that I made, and I like the way it came out. Yeah. It's nice, sweet, and it's actually animated. Yeah, I don't know. If we go by frame, actually this is not going by frame. I'm just gonna go over this really quickly. So, as you can see here, like it rolls in, and then it does like a little hop thing, boom, boom, like it bounces back and forth, and then when it gets to that part, like you can see it coming up from behind it, and it does a little bounce as well. Same thing for the of and the flames, and then they all bounce together. You can see, you can kind of tell that the flames is kind of like not on par, or it's not like in sync with the other ones. But I don't know, like, obviously I'm gonna have to change that at some point, but I might not be fucked enough to do it. So like, let's watch it with like the music again. And also, if you're wondering, that I still have like this right here. This is part of the Always Sunny intro. And it's like the music is still playing. I thought it sounded alright, just having it there as it goes out. That's fine. Alright, let's start with the video. First things first, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but so over here I have two solid black colors, which is just like makes these lines right here. I can mute this and it'll go away. See, they add kind of like that cinematic feel to it, or whatever. So I don't know, maybe if y'all noticed that or not, but I think having those two black bars, it really adds to the video. I think it makes it look really nice. Obviously, the music starts up right here. Or as soon as the fade in, and the music starts. I'm gonna have to probably lower this down a little bit. Okay. Here it goes by really fast. It's the transitions. Hold on, let me check OBS. Let's make sure I'm not peeking. That's fine. Alright. That's nice, okay. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. I'll try my best to edit out of it. My dog is cute, but it doesn't shut up. So sorry for the lack of professionalism. Alright. Anyways, here you can see right here. It's maybe I'll do a little zoom in or whatever. Oh, this stupid dog. Okay. You can probably see down here. These are the amount of frames Okay, if you notice they do jump cuts, it's because I'm trying to cut out the dog barking. There she is. So sorry about this. I don't know why. It had to be this morning too, and I'm recording. Either way, you can see. Alright. It's we're just gonna have to power through it. I'm sorry. Right here you can see that it's 50 frames long. That's like the amount of frames that it's on. So it's like over here it's 50%. And right here, first of all, you know how you can see like these little squiggles or whatever? I know there's a way to make it this bigger. Okay, that's way too fucking big. Oh god. Alright. Restore it. Okay. Well, there's these little squiggles, which means that I elongated it, so like it's basically in slow motion right now, and it's by 214% that I did it, just so I can have enough time for or just so I can make it fit in with like the music. So it's gonna be like change right there, right? All of these should be around the same ballpark, like 48, 50, around there. Right here is 52. It like fluctuates between. It sticks near like the 50s or whatever. A little bit higher, a little bit lower, but that's just like because of the way the song goes. Right here, you can tell I put like little markers. This is to show that this is where like the beat goes. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hold on. Is I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, Vegas, you're so easy to use, but you crash so often, and you shouldn't when you cost as much as you do. Alright, give me a second. Luckily, y'all won't be able to see all this, so... Okay, we're back, I think. Let me gotta change up the levels of the music again, just for the sake of this recording. So it's not peaking or whatever. So, yada yada yada. These fast little scene changes. It goes to the music, that's fine. Right here, it's where it shows the Volcano. Whatever, and then goes to the... Yeah. This here, it's there's a little text. Frame by frame, it goes like that, and then it separates kind of smoothly. That's a really easy addition to this video. Part of the... As you can see here, this is where the text goes. It can be like music by Mick Gordon. I can just change it to whatever the hell I want, like I don't know. Wait a second. Oops. Danny DeVito, Big Love. Or wait a second. Whoops. Actually, well, that's fine. You can see the transition. So it starts off like this, and then it goes like that. Changes. I'm not really gonna save this, so it's fine. It's gonna be like Danny DeVito, Big Love. Here I'm gonna have to change it to the same thing. Oops, not that. Okay. So it should look kind of like this, where like the text kind of spreads out. Yeah. Obviously, this also goes to the music, so it's every dun 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 dun. So you can see here that this is kind of slowed down. You can, but the swigglies, yeah, these two were slowed down, and you can tell kind of, especially with this one where the movement's kind of unnatural, or it's just like it's a little bit slowed down, but it looks really nice with like the two black bars up here in the top. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. There's not much going on here. It's just going to the beat, making sure that it looks nice, that kind of thing. Really simple stuff. Nothing too over the top. starting here is where like the whole thing starts. And funny thing about this scene, I wanted to make it so it fit in with the music, like every slash and every attack fit in with the music, but it looked like a jumbled mess, and I decided against it. This is how it looks. Yeah. That, I wanted it to go to the music, so like every beat would be like one of the attacks. In a different world, I could have made it fit, but I don't know. I wasn't really too happy with the way it looked. It would have been far too obvious, kind of, and it would have, I don't know, it wouldn't have been natural. You know what I mean? Okay, so here it's the slam, or like the headbutt that it's gonna do goes to the beat. So same thing there, where slows down right there. Okay. As you can tell, it goes to like the. I made it so the little yell in the song goes with my character hitting the ground. So it's not going with Banbaros or Branbaros or this big dumbass over here. So let's see, and then this little transition is cool because right there. Because it's two slams are going down, and right here it's obvious that this one is like extremely slowed down. So yeah, like right here it's very obvious that I slowed it down so I can match up this, and then the rest of it is in time, except for that part right here. This part, slow down. Yeah. Okay. Another thing that I really liked, that I was super happy with the way that it is like the bow shot, like the sinking of the bullets. Okay, but I legit nutted, not just because of, like, it looked cool, right? But like, if you can see here, it's not edited. Like I didn't slow it down, I didn't speed it up. It's like that naturally, and when that happens, I come buckets, you know, like it's amazing because it's easy. It's easy for me because I don't have to worry about editing any of it. It's just natural, and this kind of thing has happened multiple times in my other videos where it just, you know, it fits naturally to the music, and it's so good. We're gonna watch it again. So here too. Yeah, okay. It's so good. It's so good, and I'm really glad that a lot of people liked it too. It's and I don't know what it is. It's just coincidence, I guess. It's not me editing anything. It's not me changing the music. Right here? Oh yeah, okay. I should probably go over this too. I should have done that from the beginning. But here, as you can tell from right here, this is me editing the music. This is a different split, so this is from a different section of the song, because normally this part, you can kind of tell here too. I cut it so it's because right here, this part, you can hear the chanting. That's supposed to be what's going on in the song naturally, but I edit it to so I can just have this, like, this part lead into this without having too long of a section of just pure chanting. Here I also edited it as well. Right here, it's not supposed to do like the little yell thing, but I made, and it fits pretty good, I think. I don't know if you all could tell that I did some like audio editing on the song itself, but I normally do this with all of my videos or whatever. It's to just maybe like try to fix the pacing or try to set a pace for the video, and I think it came out really well here. So yeah, and sorry if I'm like just so disorganized, but it's like a last minute thing that I just thought would be interesting to make. Right here, goes to the explosion. That's fine. This is just simple like scene selection. Okay. All right, let's talk about this part. Okay. Okay. So something that I don't know if maybe you guys didn't notice, but it's something I put time into doing because I like that. This scene right here. This scene right here. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell now because I lowered down the music of well, I lowered down the audio of the music or like the noise levels. But in this scene, the screams, like the roar of Tigrex, whatever they changed it to, it's still going on. Yeah, see, so right here, this is like a fade out. So here's where the fade out, how it sounds, and here's when it with it not there. Yeah, see, it's, I don't know. I think like with a fade out sounds better, but that's something that I added there that I really liked, and I don't know if maybe some of you all caught it. Probably not. It's kind of strange, but I don't know. It's pretty good. I like the way it comes out. But let's watch it one more time with like the music though. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about this part though. Here, the scene where it jumps up, it's actually slowed down. And you can tell, it's pretty obvious. Like, it's not smooth, it's not buttery smooth, but it's, slow motion. And as you can tell, like, that's where like the counter comes in with like the Wyvern Blast. Do like the jump. Now, if we look over here, the music, it kicks up right here. This is where the beat is supposed to go, right? So keep an eye on this part right here. And well, get your left eye up here and your right eye down here. If you're one-eyed, I'm sorry, but watch. Yeah, so this is the, well, like I'm assuming it's like the guitar. And that's also like the biggest point of the explosion. And I think it came out pretty nicely. I was messing around with this scene a lot. And I was debating as to whether like to time it with like right here, it being with the music, but I figured it would be better if it came out like this, where like the explosion is at its biggest before it dies down. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Not only that, because I timed it also to, I like to do this where, if I can, I time it with like the noise level of the video, because this is of the recording right here. So the explosion or like the noise that comes out here, which I think it's like the Tigrex, whatever, like screaming in pain or whatever. It's from here. Yeah. Also right here, it's I couldn't. I was debating as to like trying to make it time up with that part, like the dun 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 dun, like dun dun dun. But nah, I figured not because I wanted to time it with the reload animation. Yeah. See, as you can see here, this clip is slowed down to 95%, and this middle one to 60%, and the same thing over here. And then right here, it's a little bit sped up, but that's just me trying to get it back to its regular speed. Also, something that I haven't seen anyone comment on in the video is this scene in particular. Hold on. Okay, I am recording. I'm recording. Thank God. Okay, I haven't seen many people talk about this, or anyone for that matter. And it's like, come on, it's to me, I think it's one of the cooler parts. It like fits alongside like the whole bowgun. Like syncing with the music. Yeah, right here, it goes to the music, like the slashes, not just like the landing the hit. It's right, or am I crazy, or am I stupid? because I had to speed up this like small little segment so I can time it to the music. So okay, in here it's just like a simple simple fade in and out where I overlap them together, and it creates this transition. Also, that is cool, where the noise you make when going into demon mode times up with like the audio of the song. Yeah, you can easily tell. All these audio syncs, they're not that hard because you can use the just like this, like the music, like little tab right here, like this little thing. You can easily tell like that's like like that's a beat. So timing that with like the tail cut is easy. Also, this looks cool as fuck, by the way. God, this video's like Viagra, dude. I love it. Alright, easy stuff. Right here, it's just simple stuff like just clips. Kind of like filler, but they look cool as hell too. And here comes like the okay. We're gonna talk about the longsword, like the whole thing. Okay. So, looking back over here, we can easily tell that there's gonna be some exploitable moments here with the little sound. You can easily tell. So yeah, right here leads up, and then right here, this is also like the speed of this isn't edited at all. This is just like the regular speed. I do edit it down over here though. You can easily tell by the these little numbers here. So here it's same thing. I slowed it down hell, like this is like 57%. So you can like, it's obvious that I slowed it down, but I think it came out okay. It didn't look too bad. And I'm not one for like normally slowing down clips or whatever, to this extent at least. Not this hard, you know. Okay. And that comes for like my favorite part of the video. Well, one of my favorite parts of the video. That's like the hunting horn one. Here, it starts off. Normally, I would have tried to match it with a beat, like right there, like done or whatever, right? But no, because it would have messed with the way that it goes over like down here. Yeah, see, that's Saturn, like me and Saturn. This is back during, I think, like the first couple days of the beta, or like the first day of the beta or something. But yeah, this part goes with like the yell in the back. Okay. And that comes with like the really fast-paced shots. So easy, right here. This is where like the beat is, and this is where the hit lands. So actually, yeah, no. And it's with every interval, like basically the hits line up with like the song, like the drums in the back, or the beat in the back. Okay, let's talk about that part. Okay. So basically, easy stuff. Like what I mentioned before, it's just timing things out. Here, obviously, like I made it so the hit syncs up with like the beat, the first beat on this part where like the dun dun. Basically, I made it so that with every beat, or like every drum, like beat of the drum, the scene plays out, and anything that's not, which is like this part right here, as you can see, there's not much there. Or here. Arguably, maybe I should have started it here, but I don't know. No, because like you can easily you can hear it. This is where it starts. Where you can at least hear it. And here, it's more like, I wouldn't call it dead air, but I don't know. It fits good with like the music. Yeah. Same thing here with the bow. It's more of the same thing where it's hit, 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 hit. Here for the, before it fades out to white, I slowed it down a lot. Well, not a lot. It's by 71.8%. I put it down to that, so it's not by much. As you can see here, there's you can see like another thing that says flash right here. That's just the transition that I have for it, which, you know, it's like the fade out to white or whatever. And these parts are all from the trailer. Well, actually, most of this, like the beginning clip, or like the little montage where it shows like the camp and everything. Obviously, I used that from the trailers. Same thing goes here. Like, it's just trailers. Like, I wanted to do something with this, but I figured if this is gonna be about Iceborne, then might as well include some of the stuff that's already been, you know, announced or released. Like, for example, Glavenus, like Ebony, Odogaron, Fulgur, Anjanath, or whatever, and then finish it off with Tigrex, Roar, or whatever. And then here I was kind of like at a loss as to how to do it, as it's yeah, you can hear like pum pum. So I was like, I don't know how to make it work, so I just opted out for starting it in between these two beats. These two beats. Yeah, see, so it's not perfectly, it doesn't go with it, but it doesn't look bad either, because I don't know how I would have made it something like this fit in that little time span. Okay. Same thing here with like the gun lance. It's all timing. That's all it really is. Here I opted for like the roar because I basically showed every new monster here except for maybe like Banburrows or whatever. Like I've shown every single monster that was for the beta so far, like, and the little intro in the beginning. But here is where like all the trailer monsters are basically. And there's not one for Nargacuga except for like a little eye thing that they released a while back. So I kind of wanted to, like, okay, let's introduce Nargacuga with, you know, its roar pushing me back, and I don't know, the scene looks really nice. And then reloading the gun lance. Yeah, it goes with the timing. Now for the lance, right here, like the big explosion, it goes right here. Y'all see that? Like right here at this point. Like I said, easy timing. Like it's just going based off on that. It's easy. It's here with the clashes though. Yeah, so right here, I slowed this part down so it can like hit with the beat. So like right here it hits. Also, this for the most part was kind of in sync already, but it wasn't perfect. So okay, so that first hit, I barely had to slow this, not slow it, I had to speed it up a little bit just so I can get it in time with this part, like the hit, which is where like where you collide with like the Anjanath, whatever. Right here, I have to slow it down a little bit so I can make it. It looked okay because like in between these two differences is like maybe a couple frames. Well, not a couple, like maybe a dozen frames or so. It still looked good, but it wasn't perfect timing. So let's look at it right now. Oh wait, actually, before I forget, right here, it's the edit of a lifetime right here, because this part, where, not the game audio, not anything, just like the music by itself, this goes on for a while. Or actually, no wait, this does, sorry. This whole little scene, it lasts close to like, I think maybe 30 to 40 seconds or so. So I had to do some editing with the music to shorten it down so it's not overbearing. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it wouldn't be overbearing. It's just that like the pacing would have been off. It would have been too long or too slow for too long. You know? So I had to do some like little magic here and here too, so I can keep this going. Because here it would have gone on for a little bit too longer, so I had to cut it. And this part right here, you can see that it's highlighted, is from a later part of the song. Of the song, sorry. That I had to just, you know, splice together because I didn't want it to, you know, like I said, already like last too long. Okay, I'm rambling. We're just gonna move on. And where were we? Right here. Okay, right here, the little charge up goes with like the yell, and the hits of the sword, they don't go along with the beat, but they go on the upbeat, I guess you could say. Pump, pump. Yeah, so I slowed this down, this part right here. But not only that, I using some editing, you can see right here. These are keyframes right here. Basically keyframes are, if you haven't done any kind of editing, it's kind of simple. They kind of like, they go by the frame. So this is the first frame and it's smooth, right? Like pay close attention to the way that the box moves over here. We're going frame by frame. See how it's getting smaller and focusing on the on one spot. Well, on the video on the right, that shows like what it's going for. Like it's going for a zoom in. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but it's basically just to like give attention to like the main subject of the scene, which is the tail being cut. So yeah, and I really like the way that it came out. Let's watch it from the beginning again. Yeah, cool. Here it's more of the same. This is cool because this one's easy, really easy to line up. It's just timing, like everything else. It's all timing. But what's cool about this one is that my friend here, we both hit at the same time, causing like well, it didn't cause it, but it looked really cool because the timing was so good that both of our hits landed, and then the ice started to cave in. I don't know, it's so good. Okay, something else. Right here with like the greatsword, you know how in this little segment where it's like the daka 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 whatever moment, it's fast, right? But the greatsword is not known for that, and I didn't want to splice in, or not splice in, sorry, but like just edit hits in, because that's not what the greatsword is about. It's a slow weapon, you know, that it hits super hard. So like I think cutting some of that wouldn't have done the weapon like justice, I guess. So like, let's watch it again. So it's like the whole charge, right? The only thing that lines up is this part. And I think I also I did some editing here too. As you can see, whenever you see like 2 little boxes of this, because this is supposed to be 1 clip, it means I just I cut it so I can edit it individually. So right here is where we hit, and this is where like the sword lands, and it goes with the song. And then it transitions into the new mounting attack. Well, it's not a mounting attack. It's like the clutch claw attack. So same thing as before, but it's there's only 2 cuts instead of the regular 3 for like the hunting horn. And I just did that so it can like it goes with the music and it looks pretty cool. So I also really like the way like the impact, like the noise of the impact. And also, like, you can hear the hunter grunting at the same time. I don't know, it comes out pretty good. As you can see, also, I muted this section, too. Because this is what it would sound like if I hadn't muted it. Yeah, see, that sounds grody. Because that's the sound, like, that little squealing noise, that's like the Tigrex, whatever. I'm just gonna call it Tigrex, fuck it. And that's the noise of the Tigrex squealing. And it doesn't come out as good, right? So. But if we mute it. Yeah. Simple fixes. Okay. Now this is probably like the most, like, well, not the most, but obviously I wanted this to match with like the hammer. As you can see, first hit's here, and then second hit's here. As you can see, I've sped this up by 250% just so I can get like the timings to like land. Same here, it's like 187%, and then 151% just for this part over here. Well, let's watch it with them. Also, this little maneuver here with like the clutch claw, as you can see right here, this part. When it hits, it goes to the song, so it still goes with the beat, and it doesn't like really look off. Watch. Yeah, so really simple stuff. It's just trying to fit it to what I needed it to be. Same thing with the Switch Axe. It's the exact same thing. Speed up the parts so I can get like the hits to land with the music. And as you can see, I have these markers. I don't know if they're still really in sync because I had to move this around a little bit. But yeah. Let's watch it one more time. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, now with this, I'm aware that it looks kind of like a clusterfuck. I haven't seen anyone really comment on it, but I don't know how I was supposed to do it with like the heavy bowgun and not, and not make it like a jumbled mess. So what I went with is you can see it right here. Like I have 3 of these clips right here on this little section, and they're all overlapping. So we're gonna pay attention to this one first. So it's aiming the gun and then shooting right here, where you can also see it like this one is bigger than the other 2 because that's supposed to be like, okay, focus on this one first. That's what I thought, that's what I was going for. But see, and now that when it transitions over, because basically like the song is supposed to sync up with like the T-Rex flinching from the gunshot, and then it switches over to the middle one, as you can see by getting bigger, and that one flinches with like the wyvern heart. And all this while, on the right side, we have the we're charging up a what's it called, a wyvern ammo, something like. Well, yeah, it's a wyvern ammo, but like we're charging it up the whole time, and then when it reaches us, or when it reaches the third one, sorry, we let it go, and it explodes. To me, this is probably like the only, well, one of the few regrets that I have, that I could have maybe done better, but I don't know. I think it looks fine for now. But what makes up for it is this scene. It's where, well, let's just watch it. Yeah, okay. So that's really cool. It's really simple stuff. Just a quick zoom in with like the new rifle, or like the new scope. But as you can tell right here, I did some magic right here. It's zooming in, right? This frame is from, it's maybe like a second or so, or maybe half a second or so in the future from this frame right here, from these frames. But it looks pretty good because it's zooming in and then it cuts off to that. And you can really tell that I've spent time like looking at this pillar, so it syncs really well. And then it hits, and it goes to the music. Just some shots of right here. There's just some like, I wanted to showcase every weapon a little bit, and I felt like this part was cool, like the whole whistling in the background, you know. Like when I first heard it, when I was like envisioning this video, this scene, or like this part of the music, it just made me think, okay, this is the Instaclave. Like, there's no other weapon that this could possibly go to other than like maybe the dual blades or something. But okay, also a little side bit, like little side note. Okay. You hear that little yell? That only happens once in the video. Like, sorry, not in the video. That only happens once in the original song. As you can see right here, I split this open so I can copy it, and I pasted it here. Pay attention to that particular sound clip of the yell as we watch the rest of this. That's it again. You see it, right? You hear it? It's the exact same part, but it's the exact same part, but just, you know, repeated. But it's so seamless. It's amazing. Okay, just a little tidbit. Like, this took me forever, by the way, trying to find where the music is supposed to follow up, or find a suitable place so I can like just keep splicing in this little segment. Took me forever. It took me a long time, but it came out really good. And because after this, it's supposed to come to this very, is it this? No, it's not that. Oh, well, actually, yes, it is. This is what I had in mind for this part of the song, because this is what happens after that first yell. So, see, it's kind of slow. It's not as good, but it would have gone good with this part, with like the ending, because there was no editing for it. Like, this is how the song flows naturally, and it's good, but it's not. It doesn't fit the pace that I wanted, you know, the video to have. So that's why I edited the way that I did. Also, as a side note, listen to that bass guitar in the background. I like you can listen to it. It's so good. Actually, let me mute this actually. Wait, where is it? Oh. Yeah, because the bass guitar is so good in this part. And you can also hear that it's kind of like, I don't know, y'all know what I mean, right? When I say like this is kind of satisfying, just to have like the same sound beat. I don't know. I love the way that this came out, with like the whole audio mixing. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me talk about the rest of the clips. One of the other greatest regrets of this is that when I was recording all of these clips, by the way, every single one of these clips, like of every weapon, I had to record at least, well, at the most that I recorded was for the bow. I think I recorded maybe like six or so hunts because I wanted to get that nice shot before like the screen goes white. Where's like right there. I did this like close to 6 or 7 times just so I can get the perfect shot of that. But everything that you're seeing here, it's not just one hunt. It's like 2 to 3. And this is all the recordings, by the way. All of this, these are all clips that I got for from the beta, like, and it's missing some too. This is close to like maybe 11 to 12 hours worth of like recording, by the way. And you can see all these markers, right? Well, yeah, that's me fucking marking shit so I can come back to it later. You can see me dissecting this whole area. Because there's some cool little parts that I didn't even get to use because, you know, it doesn't fit that well with like the video or whatever. Like I find better clips or so. But, so yeah, just keep that in mind that like, on top of editing all of this, the amount of hours it took me to edit all of this, a much larger time was spent recording everything, and then a similar amount of time was spent finding the right clips. So, yeah, welcome to my hell. Well, it's not really hell. I enjoy it, but, you know, it's whatever. As I was saying before I went off into that tangent, I had recorded maybe close to like around 8 additional hours or so, and it was spent with, I think I'm pretty sure it was the charge blade, the gun lance, and the insect glaive too, I believe, and some other weapons too. But it got corrupted, and I lost all of that recording, and the beta was already over at that point. So I got the big sad because I had a really good clips of the charge blade in that other little, I guess, recording session that I had, and I lost it all. So I had to make do with these kind of like well, I wouldn't say, well, they're kind of lackluster in my opinion, because they're not the greatest that I could have gotten. You know what I mean? But it still looks really nice. Yeah, that's one of my other regrets of this, is just not having that recording that I had, like all of those extra clips that I could have used to replace these. But it's whatever at this point. Like I can't do anything about it. Yeah, right here I originally wanted to maybe like include like another one of those like segments of the yell to like extend this a little bit further. It just showcasing like the monsters attacking or doing whatever, but I figured nah, it would have gotten too repetitive. So I figured I'll cut the video here after showcasing like some extra clips or whatever. Oh, okay, yeah. So, okay, that's the ending, right? Okay, something that I want to, like, nut over is, I don't know if you can hear it in the video that well, but there's a yell that goes right here with, like, the T-Rex, whatever, right? Well, I took another clip, and this one's of, ignore this, it doesn't matter. We're talking about the audio, so we're gonna hear it. Y'all hear that? Okay, that secondary roar, what's highlighted right now, that's the roar that the T-Rex gives out when it dies. But I synced it up with like the roar that it gives out here. You can kind of hear like the quest ending here too. See, so like it died obviously. So, but yeah, it I don't know. It sounds really good. Right? And it goes. I don't think you can hear it that well with the video, but it's there, and that was enough for me. You know, like maybe if you're wearing like good headphones or whatever, you'll be able to hear it. But yeah, well, now you can hear it, right? Now that I pointed it out, now you can tell that it's there. And yeah, that's the video. I kind of don't want to do like the outro because it's just text placement and that's it, or whatever. Yeah, the whole outro with YouTube, that's super simple stuff. I don't think I really need to go over it. But if y'all want me to go over stuff like this, like edits that are not just particular to like the game or whatever, I can definitely try to do something with that. But yeah, there's the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna be editing this, but I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Because I don't know, I don't know if you can tell, but I really like talking about this kind of stuff, and I have no one to talk to like about all this editing stuff that I do, because a lot of effort goes into this. A lot of effort, and again, I mean, it might look simple when it's all edited here together, or like just showing this is like, oh, whatever, or just placing clips down, or whatever. But there's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it, and I mean, I just hope to have shown that, you know. But yeah, all right, that's the video. I should have done this in the beginning, but I'm stupid. So here we go. Right here where the clip starts, you see the Capcom, right? This thing up here. Just going frame by frame, you can easily tell that like I'm hiding it behind this little pillar. And all that's done is frame by frame stuff. So you see how it comes out? Simple stuff. Simple, satisfying, time consuming. This fucking took me like fucking close to 20 minutes or something. That's great. Good work, right? 20 minutes on just this shit, but I don't know. I like it. I like the way it came out. Alright, my dudes. If you like this kind of video, let me know. Maybe I'll do this with every video that I make. Maybe I won't. I don't know. You guys decide. Alright. Thanks for watching. Also, wait a second. On a different note, before I end this video, a vast majority of the people who watch my videos, they're not subscribed to me. And that's fine, I guess. But if you really do like the videos that I pump out and you would like to, you know, stroke my ego a little bit more, consider subscribing just so I can, you know, it's done for a reason. As you can see right here on this little tab, this was done the night that I was the night that I uploaded the video. So I think I've gained close to like 600 or so since that video came out, like around 11 days or so from the time of this recording. So it's really good. I feel really good, and I feel like, you know, inspired, or not really inspired, but motivated to make another video. You know, it helps out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and like always, peace.